The reigning Olympic champion and world champion. Won the world championship last summer in this race by almost 2 seconds. There is her teammate. They all call her Liz Pelton. Swimming out of lane 5, Hillary Caldwell. She was the bronze medalist in the Worlds last summer in the 200 back. And Beisel, you heard Missy was even impressed by Beisel's 400 IM time to start off tonight's competition. Kylie Stewart from the Dynamo Swim Club in Georgia just turned 18. Will be in lane 8. And Amy Bilquist, a 16-year-old from Carmel, Indiana, the Carmel Swim Club just outside of Indianapolis, in lane 9. But Rowdy, if you look at what we've seen tonight from Beisel, what we saw from Beisel in the 400 IM, and it's not just that. Look what she did in this. Bronze medalist in London. And then you look at Missy Franklin and you say that in 3 years of swimming, Missy Franklin already owns 5 of the 9 fastest times ever in the 200 back.
Without a doubt, her best event here. Her first world record was in the 200 backstroke. And really, you say 15 minutes, but this has just become the norm for her over the years. And you're talking about when you asked her a few minutes ago about what she remembers the most of her freshman year, and she talked about the team. The ultimate team sacrifice really came from Missy Franklin in this event. The last day of a 3-day meet of NCAA championships, decided not to swim it and decided to swim the 100 freestyle instead. Her best event, 200 backstroke. But instead swam the 100 free for the points that Cal needed for that meet.
Well, that is extraordinary. Terry McKeever, of course, is here tonight. Terry McKeever, the Cal coach. And I asked her about assimilating someone who entered college with the extraordinary record Missy Franklin had achieved in a short period. And Cal has a very strong team. You have other Olympians on the team and other very good swimmers. And Terry said that the turning point really for her was maybe midway through the season. Missy said to Terry, you know, I'd like to say something to the team, but I'm not sure if I should. And Terry said, go ahead. And she said it worked because Missy Franklin didn't come in immediately trying to assert herself or take charge. She waited until she felt it was the right time.
Again, that's a very important thing for any freshman to do. Wait your turn. It's going to be shaping up to be a good time for 3 or 4 swimmers.
How about Beisel taking over the lead? Well, Elizabeth Beisel is trying to push. She is utterly on fire. She could pull this off, coming off the 400 IM.
And she is. She's going to win this race because Franklin's starting to fade a little bit, and so is Pelton. Beisel goes right by both of them. These are 4 of the best backstrokers in the world.
Pelton putting on a push, but Elizabeth Beisel is going to pull off some double. And that is not only a win for Elizabeth Beisel, but that is the 6th best time in the world this year. And that's less than an hour after the 400 IM. That is a huge well done to Elizabeth Beisel. There are the teammates, Pelton and Franklin. Pelton edged out Missy for 2nd place. Franklin took 3rd.
Here's the 100 turn right there. All 3 of them kind of just flipping right there together. Caldwell from Canada, also a spectacular backstroker. She's an Olympian as well. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 all right in, especially those top 3 of Franklin, Pelton, and Beisel. But Beisel just came off that wall, Ted, so strong, and you noted it at about 175 meters, and there she is. She starts to put her kick into it. And that was the difference there as she gets into that wall. Great tempo, great stroke rate all the way into that last 50. Never changes.
It's looking, that's over 3 seconds faster than her prelim swim. It is a top 10 time in the world again. Missy had the previous only U.S. time in the top 10. But there's your final standings, and that is some impressive double for Elizabeth Beisel. Elizabeth, who needs rest?
Oh my gosh, pretty tired right now. At least I know the training's working, I guess.
What did you do? You had about 45 minutes between a 400 IM and this. What did you do?
I was in the warm-down pool the whole time. It was pretty rough, but hey, I'm glad it's over.
Were you talking or swimming when you were warming down?
Well, Coach Troy likes to think that I was swimming. I had a little social break here and there.
You have to be really thrilled on this double, though, in all seriousness. I mean, those were two great swims you had tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely a big confidence booster, especially heading into the next month of training. We're going to bring it down pretty soon for taper. So it's nice to know I have these times under my belt going into nationals because it's a really big summer.
One last question. Could you see any of the other swimmers? Could you see Franklin or Pelton coming home the last 50?
Yeah, I didn't see them until the 150 turn, but I always peek, and luckily I push off sort of on that side facing them. So, I mean, I knew out of anybody in that race that, like, Pelton and Missy can do a double as well. So it was a good race.
Well,
good job.
That's well done,
Thank you.
Elizabeth. Thank
Thanks.
you. Elizabeth Beisel will be coming back after that. And there's a nice moment. International swimmers congratulating. What a double by Elizabeth Beisel.